I want to know if that's the same energy you get when they see you. Do they ask, such questions like, what's your relationship with Jola? Because it's giving like you were saying something different.
About her, I do not know why she didn't eat anything she offered. I feel like when you have a guest over and you offer the guest a platter of food, fruits or whatever, at least nibble on one or two. And so it just makes the guest a bit more comfortable.
Welcome to Reality Check with me, Adaeze. Here we discuss reality shows, movies, trending topics, and topics I find fascinating. And today we are discussing the Real Housewives of Lagos, Season 3, Episode 3, okay? And I'm just going to jump right into it. So this episode starts with Miriam and Laura meeting Dadem at her flagship store in Lagos. Everything looks so beautiful. The store is elegantly and beautifully designed. Dadem proceeds to ask Laura about her reaction to Caroline's apology in the previous episode, and Laura is saying that she's okay, she's happy that Caroline apologized and she's okay with it, she has moved on, that her mom taught her that once somebody says they are sorry, that's the end, that you just move on, right? I don't know why I feel like I heard Laura say in previous episodes that she never forgives people. I don't know. I feel like I heard her say it. So hearing her say that once somebody apologizes, that she just moves on, I'm like, okay. The conversation moves to friendships. Laura is saying that she's not good with friendships, that coming on the show was the first time she was in a group of women. She's not really good with friendships. Dadem says, oh yes, she too, she's not really good with friendships. She has had so many bad friendships, but that she doesn't want it to cloud her judgment when it comes to meeting new people and making new friends. They ask her again about her friendship with Dabota, and she says that she is just cool with Dabota. They are not that close, but they are in the same line of business, and most times they discuss business. Then they ask Laura if she feels like she owes Caroline an apology in return, and Laura says she never says sorry, but that her and Caroline have not seen since that incident 3 years ago, so they will need to sit down face to face and really squash things, like talk about where they went wrong. Maybe she will now, I don't know if she said she will apologize, but she said they need to just sit down and talk about things. Now, let me point out something, right? Whenever I talk about Caroline, Laura, and all this, most of the cast, I notice that I keep getting people accuse me of being biased, maybe towards Caroline, because I say I like Caroline. They feel like I am being biased towards Caroline. I'm like, you cannot say I am being biased just because you don't agree with me, okay? I replied somebody yesterday saying this. You can't accuse me that I'm being biased because I am judging things based on how I see them, okay? Because that's the same way you are judging things based on how you see them. So you are being biased as well. Just because you do not like Caroline, then you now take anything I say that favors Caroline as me being biased towards Caroline. No. The objective truth is out for everybody to see. Even people on the show are saying that it was very big of Caroline to apologize. Even the person she apologized to admitted that she was not being good to Caroline, and that Caroline's apology was very heartfelt and received, and she's now cool with Caroline. So where is this talk of me being biased coming from? It doesn't make sense to me, because Laura said that she knows that she was in a bad place when they had that incident. She wasn't in a good place, she was always on guard. She knows that she hurt Caroline. She said some things she shouldn't have said. So where is the bias commentary coming from? Anyway, let's move on, okay? Like, if you don't agree with me, say you don't agree with me, but don't accuse me of being biased. If somebody is doing right, I will say they are doing right. If somebody is doing wrong, I will say they are doing wrong, whether or not I like the person. So you should check yourself if you are not able to see where somebody is doing right just because you don't like the person. There's no lady on this show that I actually like that, like I really care about like that, but I can point out where somebody dresses nice and where somebody dresses nonsense. I can also point out where what they are doing is right or good for the show. For instance, Miriam, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Miriam, I can point out that Miriam is carrying the show. So please. Speaking of Caroline, the next scene we see Caroline at her Airbnb. She says her Lekki is the Lekki branch of her Airbnb called Alexa, and she's just preparing the place for a guest that is staying for 3 months, and then she invites her friend over, and they're just talking about the ladies and talking about the events, people that she met, and she's also talking about her business. She also mentioned in this part during her confessionals that she's very proud of herself for all she has been able to achieve since she left her husband, because she left her marriage with literally nothing, and that right now she is way richer than she used to be in assets, right? So I think, when did I hear somebody, I don't know if she's the same person that said it, or I heard this rumor that she was not like she wasn't happy in her marriage. She wasn't independent in her marriage. Yeah, I heard that she wasn't independent in her marriage. She was a billionaire's wife, but she did not have money like that, which seems to be the story of a lot of ladies. You're married to a billionaire, but they just give you enough to live the good life and, you know, be happy, but they don't give you enough, or they don't empower you enough to make something for yourself. And that was why she left. I know she even had to leave the movie industry when she got married, and she's now trying to get back into it. So while Laura and Miriam are still at Diadem store, Diadem receives flowers and perfumes from her bobo, and Miriam proceeds to ask questions. Who is he? What's his name? I want to know who is he. And Diadem is like, I cannot tell you now, but you know, you guys are married, like you guys understand, you know, they're just teasing each other anyway. Miriam was being nosy as usual, but again, for the plots, we love it. Caroline was telling her friend about the event after she apologized to Laura. They both hugged, they were good. She feels that, you know, she and all the ladies are good, so she wants to host the ladies, I think in the same Airbnb or something, but she wants to host the ladies. Then next, we see Caroline go to visit Dabota. Dabota was supposed to visit Caroline, but she sprained her ankle that morning, so Caroline went to visit her instead, and there they had a very emotional, heartfelt conversation about what they went through in their marriages, and basically with the blogs, the Ikeji blog, and how Linda was, especially for Dabota, how Linda was almost like attacking her. Like each time the child does her birthday, a different news about the child comes out. Either, oh, Dabota is bleaching the child, or the child doesn't look like the husband, or the child is not for the husband, you know, stuff like that. Dabota at some point had to even write an open letter to Linda and, you know, send strong messaging to Linda that you need to stop it, you need to cut this crap, and that was how the whole thing stopped. Dabota also says that she admires Caroline for the apology Caroline gave. It felt very genuine and heartfelt, that it sounded like the most sincere apology she has heard in recent times, but that she was quite disappointed with Laura's reception of the apology. Now, I must say this, okay? You guys should stop putting things in Caroline's head, okay? Because I feel like Caroline was okay with the whole perception of things, like how Laura took her apology. I feel like Caroline was okay, but people around seem to be the ones saying, oh, the way Laura received it, the way Laura acted was not appropriate. Now, I believe it wasn't appropriate, okay? But if Caroline is okay with it, who are we to really keep hammering on that? Especially after we've heard from Laura that Laura is saying she would like to sit down with Caroline and talk with Caroline. So I think that yes, the look was not a good look. The way Laura was like apology accepted and was just straight-faced, it wasn't a good look. However, let's give them time to warm up to each other. Caroline said that the apology really wasn't about Laura, it was about herself. She was trying to just remove herself from the shackles and just move on, not having this thing hang over your head. Yeah, basically the ladies bonded over the similarities in their experiences. They were both married to billionaires, they were both divorced from billionaires, and they both have daughters, okay, and those daughters were the subject of Linda Ikeji's attacks, which is quite unfortunate. But in Caroline's confessionals, this is one that confused me a lot, okay? In her confessional, she was saying that, oh, Dabota served her a platter, but Dabota did not eat from that platter, that it would have been better, or is more appropriate that when you serve a guest such a platter, that you at least take 1 or 2 bites from it so that the guest can feel more comfortable. Now, first of all, the comments felt out of nowhere. I don't know if it is producers that were like asking her and prompting her to say it, because it did not relate to anything that I really saw there. I think I understand where she's coming from. in the sense that, you know, when you serve people, like you guys are hanging out. I feel like I saw where Dabota was taking tea. Maybe she was pouring tea for Caroline, I don't know. I don't think it was that much of a big deal. I don't think Dabota had to But maybe that's what would make Caroline more comfortable, because Caroline, it felt like Caroline was eating, like, not a lot, but she ate well. So maybe she just felt like it was one-sided eating. And I know it can feel awkward, like I'm just alone here, just eating and just watching me, right? It can feel awkward, but I don't think it's that much of a big deal. Dabota took her daughter to the vet to take care of her daughter's dog. She was talking about how she lost her dog, and since she lost her dog, she has not really had any attachment to a new dog, but that her daughter really loves the dog very well. So they were just taking the dog for grooming and all of that. Then she told her daughter there that she's going to be traveling for a while, and the daughter was kind of sad. But Dabota was like, well, her daughter trusts her mom and her sister, and her mom lives close to them, so the girl will be fine. You know, they just had a very nice, lovely mom-daughter moment, which was very Laura then goes to a spa with her friend Erica Moore. So Erica Moore is not just her friend, Erica Moore is also her designer, and Erica Moore is also Dabota's designer. So they were talking about their business, about her business, basically Laura's business, how she made so much money. I was like, of course you made so much money. What do you mean you're selling in dollars in Nigeria? See, brands need to stop that rubbish. What do you mean you sell in dollars in Nigeria? And you're proudly saying it.
It was selling in dollars. I did not know that Nigerians would buy this thing in less than 3 days. And by the time we wanted to start putting billboards and telling celebrities, please help us now, how much would you charge us? We're sold out. I didn't know we were going to sell out in 3 days. If I had known, I'd have brought thousands of hair.
I don't know why Real Housewives of Lagos even let her say that. Like, they should have cut that part out, or they should have told her not to say that, okay? You cannot be in Nigeria, based in Nigeria, you're a Nigerian business owner, and you are selling in dollars. Like, it is so disrespectful to the Naira and to the people of Nigeria. Then they talk about the girls that she met. Talked about Dabota, Miriam, Dadem, but she mentioned Caroline as well, and said that, you know, her and Caroline are cool. She's always going to be cool with Caroline. They'll never really have issues, just that they cannot be tight friends, okay? Dabota and Dadem meet to catch up on each other, and Dadem is asking Dabota that why is it that the ladies in the group keep asking her about her relationship with Dabota, that is becoming too much, that every time they're asking her about it. She was now asking Dabota. Initially, Dabota was saying that when they ask you, just, you know, just do like this, right?
Next time they ask you, just do this for me.
But Diadem was asking Dabota if the ladies also ask her the same question about her friendship with Diadem. And Dabota was saying that, first of all, she's not that approachable, not to talk of approaching her with irrelevant conversation that is none of your business, right? So basically, I think she was trying to say that they don't ask her that kind of question. Now, this is my take on the whole thing. I might be right, I might be wrong, but please do not shout at me, okay? They don't used to shout at me in my village, so don't shout at me in the comment section. I feel that people do not understand their friendship because they look unequally yoked. Okay, they sound unequally yoked. And that's why they are asking who they perceive as less. Okay, that's how I see it. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I perceive her as less, but I am saying that they perceive them as less than Dabota. So it's always like, how did you guys become friends? How are you guys friends? That's what I feel happens, because why do they keep asking Diadem the question, but they don't ask Dabota that question, right? And why is it always shocking to them when Diadem says, oh yes, we are friends? And I think that Diadem also senses this, and that's why she's kind of getting, you know, offended by the continuous questioning. And yeah, I feel like she senses that they see her as, you know, rich, like from where to where. That's how I see it too. Don't shout at me, like I said. Diadem is asking Dabota about the thing Miriam said to her about, oh, and you're not married or something at the dinner. that how did she feel about it, that she noticed that her face was somehow, but she just let it go. And then Dabota was like, oh no, that she didn't really take it personal, that was just a word vomit, that Miriam was just talking. No, when you're just talking, you just forget yourself and talk rubbish. But that Miriam apologized and she has moved on. Basically, she didn't take it to heart. The conversation moves to relationships. Adaeze says that yes, she received flowers from her bobo, but that at the table she was saying she's single because everybody was saying they're single, so she didn't want to look like, you know, she was left out. Okay, that I don't know. I don't understand that, because Mariam is married. Caroline says she's in a relationship. Only Dabota said she was single. Dabota says that yes, she's not in a space to accommodate a relationship right now. She's very busy, she's very focused, she doesn't want man wahala. So finally, the day for Diadem's event arrives. Diadem is hosting an afrobeat party with a live band, and she told the ladies to dress Afro chic, and all the ladies looked really lovely. Okay, Diadem herself, I loved her outfit. She looked so gorgeous. The next outfit I really liked was Laura's outfit. Oh my goodness, Laura looked really good. Laura was giving us Bantu nuts, she was giving us Adire, she was giving us Lali, what they call this, it's not Lali, is it Lali they call it? Anyway, I've forgotten the name. So she had it on one arm. I think she was the best dressed, at least for the theme of the day. She was the best dressed. Then we saw Dabota looked good, she looked okay. She wore an Ankara dress, she was okay, even though she had a wardrobe malfunction and she had to go and change. Then she now went and changed to one, hey, scandalous, one very, very short dress, and you know she has bum, and she was shaking the bum with the I was like, sister, take it easy for us. Caroline looks good as well. Caroline was giving Barbie doll vibes, like African Barbie, African Barbie in terms of outfits, but when it comes to face, she looks like a white woman. Miriam appeared with gele and wedding gown. She looked good though, but she was dressed like somebody that's coming for her traditional wedding. And I was just like, what is it? Because when they met before, Diadem specifically told her not to wear gele, begged her not to wear gele, but she still wore gele when she came. And in her confessional, she was saying, I already had my outfit planned. How can you have your outfit planned? Anyway, the party was fun, the ladies danced. Laura really, Laura can dance very well now, so Laura really danced. Caroline said she used to dance before, but right now she cannot move anywhere. Dabota also had fun irrespective of her wardrobe malfunction, and also Diadem, had fun as well. They were spraying, they made this printed money, not real money, like printed her own dollars, and they were spraying. The music was good, and that was it. Okay, so my final thoughts on this episode is that if not for you people, I wouldn't have done this video. Let me not lie. If not for you guys, if not that I have committed to bringing this particular show to you guys, I wouldn't have done this video, because to me, there was really nothing much to watch. They need to condense this season and put like 2 or 3 episodes into one episode, okay? Because to me, this episode was a whole bunch of fluff, nothing serious. They kept repeating the same conversations about why are they asking about our friendship. I'm not good with friends, I'm good with friends. Caroline's apology, Laura's acceptance. It was just redundant conversations over and over again. You guys, you need to do better, okay? Whoever is editing this show, try and condense it, try and add more things and cut out some of these repetitions. Like we get it, okay? Caroline apologized, it was heartfelt, we get it. Laura did not reciprocate the way you guys thought, we get it. Diadem was not like, we get it at this point, okay? Bring Sophia Momodu. I think she will come in the next episode, which I am happy for. But yeah, that is the Real Housewives of Lagos season 3, episode 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.